Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to my series where I complete all the games that I own. Over the years, I've collected a ton of games, thanks to sales, impulse buys, and bundles, but unfortunately most of them have barely been touched. That's something I'm determined to change. My goal is to complete each game by finishing the main story, which should let me experience the game the way the developers intended. Today, we're diving into Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun, an isometric stealth tactics game set in feudal Japan. You control a team of characters, each with unique abilities and playstyles, and the game encourages you to combine their skills to tackle challenging scenarios. It's a game I bought back in July 2020, but only played for about 20 minutes before putting it down. At the time, it wasn't exactly what I was in the mood for, which is a recurring issue for me. But this series is all about changing that mindset, playing games the way they were meant to be played, and honestly, it's made gaming so much more enjoyable. Let me start by saying that Shadow Tactics is a really well-crafted game. The systems and mechanics work together seamlessly to create a tight, engaging experience. That said, it's not perfect, and I'll get into that as we go. The first thing that caught my eye, or maybe my confusion, was the character model of the first character you play as, Hayato. His legs are weirdly long, and his walk animation felt a bit off at first. It was distracting, and I couldn't help but wonder why they designed him that way. But as I played more and met other characters with similar proportions, it grew on me. It's unique, charming, and it fits the game's art style perfectly. The second thing I noticed was how much the game encourages you to save often. There's a timer at the top of the HUD that reminds you every minute if you haven't saved. This is such a smart feature, especially in a game where one wrong move can mean redoing a whole section. I'll admit, I still forgot to save more times than I'd like to, but this little reminder saved my sanity more than I can count. The third thing that stood out was how rewarding the gameplay feels. When you finally figure out the perfect sequence of actions to clear an area of guards, it's incredibly satisfying. You feel like a tactical genius even if you're probably doing the same thing as 99% of other players. It's a great feeling, and it kept me excited to see what the game would throw at me next. Let's talk about the art style, because it's one of the first things that really drew me to this game. According to a dev blog by Me Games, the team wanted to blend realistic and non-realistic elements to honor the mature themes while still allowing for creativity. The result is a vibrant, colorful world that feels alive and dynamic. From snow-covered mountains to bustling night markets, the game is visually stunning. It's a perfect mix of beauty and functionality, and I couldn't get enough of it. I want to quickly break down the characters and their playstyles, because they're all so unique and useful in different situations. First up is Hayato, the classic shinobi. He's versatile, with shurikens for ranged attacks and rocks to distract guards. I found myself using him a lot early in missions to clear out the first few enemies. His shuriken is especially powerful and can save you a lot of headaches. Next is Mugen, the samurai. He's less mobile. He can't climb or use grappling hooks, but he makes up for it with his AoE sword dash, which can take out multiple enemies at once. He can also carry two bodies at a time, which is incredibly helpful for quickly hiding evidence. Then there's Takamura, an old sniper with a wooden leg and a pet raccoon. He's best used from a distance, picking off guards with his near-silent sniper rifle. His raccoon is also a fantastic distraction tool. I had a lot of fun sniping enemies from 2 screens away, and his unique playstyle really mixes things up. Yuki is a child thief who joins the team early on. She's incredibly versatile, with traps, a whistle to lure guards, and the ability to hide bodies while crouching. She's also mobile, able to jump and grapple like Hayato. I found her toolkit to be the most useful in a lot of situations. Finally, there's Aiko, another shinobi who can disguise herself as a civilian. She can also throw perfume to temporarily reduce guards' detection range. When she's in disguise, she's incredibly useful for distracting guards and creating openings for the rest of the team. One of the coolest mechanics in the game is the ability to synchronize kills. By pressing shift, you can queue up actions for all of your characters and execute them simultaneously in real time. It's so satisfying to pull off, and it makes you feel like a puzzle-solving genius every time. Speaking of puzzles, the more I played, the more I realized this game is essentially a puzzle game. Each area is its own little challenge, and you need to figure out the right combination of characters and abilities to clear it. The difficulty ramps up nicely, and by the end, you're forced to use every tool at your disposal. It's challenging but fair, and I loved how it pushed me to think creatively. The level design in this game is phenomenal. There are 13 missions, each with their own unique quirks, like rice fields where puddles make noise, or wells that you can use to move around the map. My favorite were the rice field mission and the 8th mission, where your team is split up and you have to infiltrate a fort from 2 sides. That said, I do think that the game could have been a bit shorter. Cutting out 2 to 3 missions might have made it feel a bit tighter, but that's just my personal preference. The story follows Mugen, a samurai serving the Shogun as he assembles a team to take down a rebellion. The characters are mostly interesting, especially Mugen and Yuki, and the story has some memorable moments, including a shocking moment toward the end that I didn't see coming. It's not groundbreaking, but it's solid and keeps you engaged. Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun took me about 33 hours to complete, mostly because I'm not great at this genre, but overall, it's a unique, challenging, and beautifully designed game that I'm really glad I played. Me Games did an amazing job, and I'm excited to check out their other titles in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope you stick around for the next video in the series. I'm having a blast making these, and I hope you're enjoying them too. See you next time.